Disclaimer, this podcast is all about real conversations, raw, authentic, and unscripted. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed in raw conversations are solely those of the host and the guests. If you're struggling, please reach out to someone qualified. And remember, take what helps, leave what doesn't. Welcome to The Circle. Let's keep it raw, real, and respectful. Welcome to Raw Conversations with me, Herald Kavuala. Thank you so much for tuning in. So in this episode, I'm going to react to a few of the clips that a friend of mine put out there. So a while back, I was invited onto a podcast by a friend of mine, DSOL, The Light Side of Life. I'm going to put the link to his podcast into the description. And then you guys can actually click on that link and watch the entire video. On this episode, I'm not going to react onto the shows that he had put out there. And I'm going to give some clarity on what I meant. I played it safe on that episode because of the person I was with. I didn't want to come off as offensive or come off as, arrogant or in a way. But then this is Real Conversations. And on my platform, I keep it 100%. How you feel, that don't matter to me. It's about putting the truth out there and being 100% real with it. So I'm going to react. It's like 3 videos. I'm going to play them. And then I'm going to give my initial thought, the raw truth of what I actually meant to say at that time. So let's get to it.
Happy, are you Christian?
Just like, duh.
Do you...
From the Bible quotes that I gave you today.
I don't know, you probably read a lot. Herald, do you believe that Happy can be Christian and gay at the same time?
Yeah, can't look at us.
I want the thought on your mind.
I'm going to answer truthfully. I've always been truthful. I'm
Right.
just trying to not answer it in an offensive way to anyone. Right?
Yes.
Because, if it comes to the Bible and being gay, there's a lot of scriptures we can pull out that's against it.
Yeah.
Right? But at the same time, as a Christian, I do believe that Jesus Christ is merciful. And I do believe that everyone has a second chance. Right?
Yeah.
But then I also do believe the only way to enter heaven is through Jesus Christ. And when it comes to him being gay, it's not in his plans for humanity.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, Sodom and Gomorrah would never have been destroyed. Otherwise, the book of Lamentation, they would never have told us to kill gay people. The Bible does say it. So, to answer the question directly, can a gay person be a Christian? No. That's a flat out answer. From my point of view, at least, as a Christian. I myself am a Christian. And the answer to the question is no. I didn't want to say no up front right there. I don't want to come out as offensive. But that's a flat out answer. Can a gay person be a Christian? No. Here's why. The definition of a Christian is to be Christ-like. We are a representation of Jesus Christ. And Jesus Christ is not gay. So to say you're a Christian and to say you are gay, who exactly are you representing? Yes, I had pulled out scriptures that does go against being gay. Right? But again, at the same time, if truly you are a Christian, the Bible will transform you. The Bible will change you to be in the true design that Jesus Christ wanted you to be. To be the initial design that you were actually created to be. There's only 2 genders in this world. That's a male and that's a female, right? And in design, the male and the female are supposed to come together as one, as the Bible says, to know each other. There's no way in the Bible where a man and a man know each other or a woman and a woman know each other. That's not in the Bible. So there's no way you're going to be a Christian and tell me you follow the Bible and yet you still are gay. I don't know if that made any sense, but flat out answer to that is no. You cannot be gay and be a Christian. Here's the second video. Me as a traditional man, if my son starts playing with dolls, I'm not telling you, you better stop that.
Why?
That's what I want to ask you now. Where or how, in your view, do you think now we should work together? Because I don't want you telling me how to raise my son. This is my child and this is my house. These are my rules. I'll raise him the way I want to raise him, right? Now, if you guys also feel as though, no, you are depriving your child of knowledge of knowing about multiple other genders, right? How would you say we should work?
So let's say you have your child is playing with dolls, right? Okay. You as a parent, I would suggest on my side.
Sure.
Okay, Baba, so I bought you a car, then you chose to play with a doll. Why? The child always has an answer.
Yeah.
Maybe you will say, I actually enjoy playing with this. Remember, me playing with a doll doesn't actually classify me as a gay person.
Okay. Yes, I am a traditional man, but there's actually no but. I am a traditional man and I'm a Christian, right? there is actually, but I'm a bit evolved. I'm a bit modernized from the traditional, typical man. But here's my answer to that question, and I guess my thought process at that time. I am responsible for how my son turns out. I'm responsible for how my child turns out. As a Christian, when I present myself to God, right, I will be asked questions like, what have you done with the things that I've given you? My son and my kids are one of the things that God has entrusted me with. And I'm responsible for how they pan out to be. Yes, I might not be responsible for their decisions once they're old enough. But between the time they are born to the time they reach the age of 18, I'm responsible for what happens to them then. And from the time they're 18 upwards, they now become a reflection of what I invested in them. Right? So for my son to end up being gay at later on stage in life simply means that I, as a father, have allowed it. Some way, somehow, during his growth process, I allowed it. And as a Christian, I cannot allow my son to be born gay. Not to be born gay, to grow up gay, because there's no such thing as being born gay. I cannot allow my son to turn up gay. If he does anything that's contrary to who he is or who he was created, or he is designed as by God, it is my duty to make sure I bring order and bring correction to that. So there's no way I'm letting my son play with dolls. It's just not going to happen. Everything that he's going to have is going to be related to being a man. Everything that he's going to have is going to be related to being masculine, because that's who he is by nature. He is meant to be dominant. He's meant to be strong. He's meant to be affirmative. And those are the things that I'm going to invest in my son. So I'm not allowing any other source influence how I raise my child. That's not going to happen. Now, third video.
Can someone be gay and be your friend?
Yes, I have gay friends.
Or can you go to a gay pride march?
No, I will not support it. That's me supporting it. I'm not going to support it. I don't have a problem with you being gay, but I'm not going to support your decision to be gay.
Happy, how do you feel about them? Straight people feeling that if I go to this pride march, it's like I'm supporting something, and I keep supporting. Is there some wrong view of that, or is that correct? Or do you understand that people just don't feel comfortable being behind something that they say they don't support?
To me, it doesn't make sense when you would say, I don't have a problem. I have you as a gay friend, but I don't actually support the movement. Remember, the moment you become a friend, I consider you as an ally.
So your friendships have to be based also on the acceptance of your sexuality.
Why are you becoming my friend?
Okay, so I'm going to base this answer based off biblical principles, right? So I'm a Christian and I live a Christian life, and most of my principles, not even most of my principles, all of my principles in life come from the Bible, right? Now, how is it that I can be friends with a gay person and not agree with what they stand for or what they say? It's pretty simple, right? It's in the Bible as well. Now, this is going to be a pretty controversial statement that I'm going to say right now, but bear with me. Satan, who we now consider as a bad person, is still an angel of God. Satan still, till this day, does nothing without God allowing him to do it. That does not mean that Satan and God have a relationship or Satan and God are best of friends. No, it just simply means that we can get along despite our differences. Your being gay doesn't make you an enemy to me. Your being gay doesn't make you an outcast. It just makes you a different person from who I am. It just means that in life we can live by different morals and different values. That's all. So, yes, I can have a gay friend, but I will not support his decision to be gay. If that makes sense. You can be gay and you and I can be friends. But if you ask me to go to a gay rally, if you ask me to carry the pride flag, if you ask me to be part of the Pride Month, I will not do such thing. I will never ever be a part of such. But I'll be like, hey, good for you. We should say at the end of the day. Because as a Christian, at the end of the day, we all have to report to our Maker. And then He will be the judge of it all. So, yes, I do not judge no gay people. I'm not against any person that chooses to be gay. I do not hate anyone who chooses to be gay. But I will never support it. I will never be for it. And I will raise my son the way I want to raise my son. There is no outside force or an outside person that's going to tell me how to do it. And neither will the LGBT community ever influence the way I raise my kid. So this was me reacting to this shows that my friend Delight put out there. If you like the things I say, if they bothered you, please do attack me. Hit me up in the comment section and let us debate. If you don't like this, hey man, feel free to press the thumbs down button. I genuinely, I'm not gonna say I don't care, all right, but it tells me that you're interested in what I say. It tells me that you've heard what I said, and that's all I want. So if it's your first time tuning in, please do subscribe, do comment, do share, and do like. And I'll see you in the next episode. Stay strong.